back on the turf for the Breeders' Cup Filly and Mare Turf on Saturday. Chad Brown has a very strong hand in this race. He's got 5 of the 14 entrants in here, including 2 horses that are the ones to beat in Sister Charlie and 4-Star Crook. We'll take a look at those horses in just a moment, but keep in mind, the best way to play the Breeders' Cup and all the action is to play it through Naira Bets. If you're not a member, we've got a special Breeders' Cup new member bonus. Bet 200, get 250. Promo code is BC250, and that promotion goes through Saturday, November 3rd. And once you're a member in Naira Bets, a 10% winner's bonus on all doubles linking Breeders' Cup races on Friday and Saturday. $10 minimum to enjoy this 10% winner's bonus. Here is the field. It includes those 5 Chad Brown runners, as mentioned, Sister Charlie and 4-Star Crook. Now, 4-Star Crook just won with an impressive performance, our Grade 1 Flower Bowl, but these two have been hooking up all year long. And while 4-Star Crook beat her in the New York, Sister Charlie got the best of her in the Beverly D, the prestigious Beverly D at Arlington Park. I'm going to tell you something. I don't know how much separates these 2 horses. I think that Sister Charlie is probably the slightly better of the 2, but I would never discount 4-Star Crook. And they're both going to have to get a 1 3/8, and normally they've been running shorter distances. I have great respect for both of them. I put Sister Charlie on top of 4-Star Crook, but no multi-race bet I make will not use both of these horses as A's. They are absolutely the 2 horses to beat in here, and they figured to get some pace. Thais, whose owner, Breeder Brandt, also, of course, owns Sister Charlie. She's somewhat of a pacemaker, a raving beauty we'll get to. She's going to be forwardly placed. And I also think that Wild Illusion, who looks to be the top European, is also a horse that can be forwardly placed. Now, here she is winning the prestigious Prix de l'Opera, the Filly and Mare race on the undercard run right after the Arc de Triomphe at Longshot. And Wild Illusion got the best of Magic Wand, who's coming back for trainer Aidan O'Brien in this race. And I respect both of these horses, though I think that Wild Illusion is the better of the 2. She's come to hand her last 2 starts, an easy win, the prestigious Nassau 2-back, and then, of course, the Prix de l'Opera. I don't know how strong they are overall, and I think the 2 American horses for Chad Brown might be slightly better. So I prefer those horses. I don't think Wild Illusion's impossible in here, but I'm preferring Chad Brown's 2 runners in here. Now, I don't like a Raving Beauty. A Raving Beauty is a very good horse. She had the run of the race in a fairly moderate pace going to the front end in the 1-mile First Lady. And listen, she's been sensational. She did not get a particularly great trip in the Boston Spa, and of course that was favoring speed, but she had a troubled trip, won a 3rd just behind Sister Charlie and Diana, and her Just a Game was a very impressive win. But I don't really see this horse as a 1 3/8 horse. She's a more forwardly placed horse in a race that has some pace, and I just think she's up against it trying a 1 3/8 for the first time, but I'm not denying her talent. I think Azira, the European, is extremely interesting. And if she hadn't drawn post 14, I might have flirted with taking a shot and putting her on top. Here she is winning her last start, I believe, in the Ballyroan Stakes, and this race is run at the Curragh. It was a small field. It was 9 horses. I shouldn't say it was that small a field. She was a very dominant winner. She's the kind of horse for trainer Dermot Weld that I mentioned before that I like in these Breeders' Cup races, because I think that unlike some other entrants, she has been pointed for this race. She has not run since that great Group 2 Blandford, pointing for the Breeders' Cup. The post 14 in a 1 3/8 at Churchill, they hit the turn so quickly that she has to lose some ground. I think that'll be somewhat mitigated by the softer conditions that'll help outside runners. But still, post 14 is a problem, but she's my 3rd choice, and I actually kind of prefer at a much better price. And price is the great equalizer to the much shorter Wild Illusion. But I have no Wild Illusions here. Trainer Chad Brown holds a very strong hand in the Breeders' Cup Filly and Mare Turf with the 6 Sister Charlie and the 1 4-Star Crook. They are tough horses to beat in this Breeders' Cup Filly and Mare Turf. And the best way to play it is through Naira Bets. And when you play it through Naira Bets, you can enjoy the 10% winner's bonus on all doubles linking Breeders' Cup races throughout Friday and Saturday. And once again, if you're not a member of Naira Bets, this is a perfect time to join, because through Breeders' Cup Saturday, bet 200, get 250, a special Breeders' Cup new member bonus. The promo code is BC250.